Graduands, parents, and respected guests, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony 2021 for business and management students celebrating the conferment of awards from the University of the West of England and Leeds Beckett University at the British College. My name is Jessica Richards, and my role today is to be your Master of Ceremonies and to ensure that you all have an enjoyable and memorable day with us. It is a very special occasion for our graduating students and for all the parents and staff of the British College who have supported our students in their journey towards graduation. This is a celebration of all our efforts, and we are immensely proud to celebrate this success here today amongst our distinguished guests. Last year, the pandemic forced us to celebrate virtually, so we are especially pleased to be able to be here with you in person today. In light of this, we have taken extra precautions to ensure your safety. You will notice that the seats have been spaced apart, so although you may have come as a family, we ask that you please maintain these social distancing guidelines. For the ceremony to be enjoyable for all, we would like to request that students and guests refrain from talking during proceedings. And we ask that those wishing to take photographs ensure they respect the enjoyment of others and refrain from coming forwards into the student seating area. May we also request that all mobile phones are switched off throughout the ceremony, although as soon as it is finished, you are free to take photos. And don't forget to share them using the hashtag TBCGrad21. Where you will also be able to find all the professional photos taken of the day. In the unlikely event of a fire or any emergency, please make your way calmly to the highlighted fire exits, which our ushers will be on hand to guide you to. They will also be available for any queries you have throughout the day. Now, guests and parents, without further ado, I announce the beginning of the ceremony. I would like to ask you all to stand now as I invite Mr. Rajan Kandel, CEO and founder of the British College, for the official graduation inauguration with the lighting of the panas. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Nepal and the British national anthem that will follow.
सार्वभौम फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका राजधानी स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
You can now be seated. Thank you. We will begin today with a welcoming address from Professor Mary Bishop, Executive Principal of the British College. So we'll be now lighting the panas for the inauguration. Thank you, Rajan, sir. So yes, we'll be beginning today with a welcoming address from Professor Mary Bishop, the Executive Principal of the British College. Unfortunately, Mary is unable to join us in person, so instead we will be welcoming her virtually. Mary holds a first degree in English Language and Literature, a Master's in Business and Management Research, a PhD in Social Accounting, and is a Fellow of the Chartered Association of Certified Accountants, ACCA. We are very lucky to have her as a part of the British College family and look forward to her joining us in person soon. So please welcome Mary Bishop.
Hello, my name is Professor Mary Bishop and I'm delighted to be speaking to you today as the Executive Principal of the British College Nepal at our 2021 British College graduation. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the students. The last 2 years have been very challenging in many ways and everybody has had to adapt. This is particularly hard for students who've had to switch to a whole new mode of learning virtually. The way students have approached this, with enthusiasm, with a determination and an acceptance of the need to adapt, is really impressive. You should all be very proud of the fact that you have not only achieved your British degrees, a huge achievement at any time, but you've done so at a time of real challenge. In doing so, you will have developed your own personal resilience, your ability to adapt and to learn quickly, and I believe that that will stand you in good stead for the future. And the parents and supporters of our graduates today should share in that pride, not only in the achievement, but in the support they themselves have given to those students to facilitate that achievement. There have been so many difficult, challenging circumstances caused by the pandemic to our health, the health of loved ones, the impact on work, the loss of income, the disruption to all aspects of our daily life. But together, our students and their supporters can today enjoy a celebration of real achievement. And as principal, with all our staff at the British College, I join in congratulating you all. We have over 400 graduands this year. It's our 7th graduation ceremony, and today our graduates will join the British College alumni of the past decade. Some 1,500 alumni who continue to keep in touch, enjoy the ongoing alumni benefits and network together and with the British College staff, industry advisors and board members. I took the role as principal in summer 2020 on an interim basis and became executive principal in January 2021. I'm really enjoying my role as principal. I took it because the British College current provision offers real opportunities to students in Nepal, but developing from this, there are many exciting innovative projects ahead. We recently chose to apply for the British Accreditation Council Independent Higher Education Award, a globally recognised mark of quality. Of course, we already comply with our UK quality assurance with our British partners, but we wanted to gain further recognition of our commitment to high standards of education and quality and our focus on wraparound support for our students and excellent student outcomes. After a 6-month process which involved a detailed review, inspection visit and inspector discussions with our students and staff, we were delighted to be the first institution in Nepal to receive this sought-after accreditation. I would pay tribute not only to the commitment of our staff, but the way our students really engage with them and the learning support we offer. The British Accreditation Council commented on the excellent student support and the close working relationship with our UK partners, with visits to and from the UK, strong support and real student opportunity. We're currently working with our partners to develop our portfolio to include some new and exciting programmes, bachelor's and master's. We've already recently announced our BSc in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, which we delivered for the first time in January 2022. This is a really exciting cutting-edge digital course, providing the skills the employment market seeks. It's the first of its kind in Nepal, and we are delighted that the University of West of England chose us to deliver it for them. We're working on further courses, which we'll announce on our website and via social media. In the UK, there's also been an important recent change to student work-study visas. The changes are very positive and encourage students to stay in the UK once they've finished their studies, so they can work for another 2 years. We're very keen to offer students not just the opportunity of gaining a British degree studying in Nepal, but also to take short study trips to the UK to explore the partner campuses and see the sights. Students can also move to the UK to study for their second year or their final year, or do their undergraduate degree in Nepal and masters in the UK. Either option entitles the student to apply for a 2-year post-study work visa. We are, as you know, keen for our students to experience study in both the UK and Dubai at the British College sister colleges, the Woolwich College in London and the Woolwich Institute in Dubai. And we're keen to offer studies trips as well, short study trips rather than full years of study. The pandemic has limited this opportunity, but we will ensure that such trips are available as soon as we're able to do so. The short trips will be open not only to all our students, but also to our alumni who have maybe missed out on this because of the pandemic, or who may be further considering other studies, perhaps at master's level. The key thing is that the British College can offer the student the whole journey: a British undergraduate bachelor's degree, a postgraduate master's degree, and the option to study in Nepal and in the UK, with the added incentive now of a post-study UK work visa for those that want it. We also offer students who don't yet meet admission standards a foundation year to make college entry possible for them. Our focus is not just on studies. We also have a well-connected, very senior industry advisory board and our own careers support, which provides employability advice, guidance and internship opportunities. We recently invested in a new wellbeing centre to ensure all our students gain the holistic support they need when they need it. Our support in many ways continues to be available to our alumni, and I would urge you to look at this. Another exciting investment is in an Internet of Things laboratory, with a key focus on leading the way in artificial intelligence by offering a variety of British computing degrees and an international artificial intelligence conference annually. We are aware of the need to develop digital skills, those we use now, but also those that are emerging. Again, our alumni will be welcome to work with us on this, take part in projects, attend events. I'd love to see all of you there. So lots of investments in new courses, skill building, employability and support, all aligned to the needs of the employment market. And in addition to this, we have bought land to build a brand new state-of-the-art university building in Tapateli in the heart of Kathmandu. The building is being designed by a leading British architectural practice in partnership with a local leading practice, and it will be finished in 2024. So substantial innovative developments ahead. The British College is an exciting place to study and be involved as an alumnus. So back to today's celebration. Once again, I congratulate all of our new graduates here today. I look forward to meeting you, to hearing about your continuing journey, whether in the workplace or through further study. Please keep in touch. Get involved as a British College alumnus, because at the British College we are all very proud of your achievement. So, very well done. Congratulations again to all of you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mary. I will now invite Mr. Rajan Kandel, CEO and founder of the British College, to give his formal address. Mr. Rajan Kandel is a British Nepali businessman and entrepreneur. He's the director of the Kandel Group UK and its subsidiaries, and chaired the Britain-Nepal Chamber of Commerce from 2015 to 2019. He was an advisor for the Non-Resident Nepalese Association and has been incredibly successful in international business. Yet his true passion lies in education, which is why in 2011 he founded the British College, which is now the biggest international college in Nepal. With students each year gaining UK degrees and invaluable international business experience, it is because of his hard work, dedication, and diligence that this institution exists. Please welcome Mr. Rajan Kandel.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As a founder of the British College, I take it as an honor and privilege to welcome you all in person to this graduation ceremony. As you know, we were forced to have our graduation ceremony virtually last year. And we are proud that those students who graduated last year and the staff who worked hard to make it success even last year. But today we are delighted to have this celebration face to face. You have noticed that we had to do some adjustment this year to the graduation ceremony because of there's some risk, the COVID risk we have. So therefore, our event has been divided as 2 sessions this year. So we have a morning sessions and afternoon sessions. And some of our guests and some of the board members will be joining via video link because of the many travel restrictions around the world. As such, we are very sure that we have done a number of safety. We have taken a number of safety. The crowd, or reducing the number of students by dividing them into 2 sessions. And I'm sure you'd be able to relax and enjoy this event today. For this event, we have many distinguished guests, some of them in person and some of them virtually. We have representation from the British Council, the head of examination, Mr. Max Raymond here. We'll have some more distinguished guests coming this afternoon as well. And we're very delighted to have our distinguished advisory board members here this morning. We have former Nepalese ambassador to the USA, Dr. Arjun Kaki, at the dais here. Similarly, we have our other members from advisory board, Vice Chairman of CNI, Mr. Birendra Pandey. We have the CEO of Business Oxygen, Mr. Siddhant Pandey. Founder of Dolma Impact Fund, Mr. Tim Gocher. And most importantly, we have all our graduate students here and their parents, their family members. We also know that our students and our staff, our students obviously have been supported by our staff, and we know they love the company of our staff. So we have British College staff and faculty members are all joined here today. And some of the family members will be watching this live from Facebook and YouTube. So all of you, either you're in person here or virtually, a very warm welcome to this event. This has been a very different year for the whole British College family. We had to adjust the way we deliver or the way our students did their learning. So we had to adapt in a very short notice from in-person to virtual learning, but we're very proud that despite all these difficulties, our staff worked hard and our students fully managed to adapt with the new way of virtual learning due to pandemic. Despite these difficulties, the British College has made a number of achievements. As my colleague mentioned, we're the first education establishment in Nepal to get British Accreditation Council accreditation this year. And in fact, we're the second one to receive in whole South Asia. And this is such a wonderful recognition of all our hard work we've done over the last 18 years, especially the restriction we had due to pandemic. So we got lots of reason to celebrate today, and also this is the great occasions for our students because of your amazing achievements. You managed to get it despite all the challenges you had this year. So before we commence this ceremony, I would like to request all graduates to stay in touch with the college because you are our true ambassador. I would love you all to join our British College Alumni Network, and we can hear more about you, the progress you have made in your life, and we would love to support you even further in your career. And those who have probably thought not finished your study yet, we do have various postgraduate programs for you, and as an alumni, there is an automatic partial scholarship for you to continue study at master's level. We have some great new plans in the coming year for the British College. We are launching this very new BSc Cyber Security and Forensic programs. Similarly, there are a few other master's programs are being launched at the British College. And as Mary mentioned, that we are also building a brand new campus in Kathmandu for our students. We believe education, a high quality education, has to be accessible to all Nepalese, regardless of what location in Nepal they study or they live. Because of that, so we are also acquired senior and junior schools outside Kathmandu, especially in Chitwan, Rupendahi, and Pokhara. So we are very committed to make a huge contribution in education sector in Nepal. So a final food for thought. I would like to reflect on how much our students achieved today. You have not only graduated today, but you have managed to continue study during the middle of pandemic and adjusting the challenging studying style, the changes we had to make, the new way of learning, and you managed to succeed. So, moving forward, I want you to remember just how well you have done during this time and use this as an inspiration to believe in yourself, just as myself and the whole TBC family believe in you. So, on this note, myself and the rest of the British College team would wish you a very best. This year has kept whole world apart, but as a British college and a family, we have only grown closer together. So I want you to remember as you leave today that you'll always be the part of the British College family. Congratulations once again, TBC graduates, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan. We now have a formal address by Honourable John Edward Hollister Montagu, 11th Earl of Sandwich, and advisor of the British College. Unfortunately, he is unable to be here today, so he will be addressing us via video link. Lord Sandwich is a British entrepreneur, politician, and nobleman. He was educated at Eton College, earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Cambridge, and is one of only 90 elected hereditary peers that remain in the House of Lords. So please welcome Lord Sandwich.
Teachers, British College students, teachers and parents. How I wish I were in Kathmandu in the sunshine today, but I'm now speaking to you from a garden in the wintry west of England, and I'm honoured to address you as one of the British College advisors. But I've been a friend and admirer of your country for over 60 years. The 60s were very different times. I still well remember my 1962 visit overland through Turkey and Iran in a very old Land Rover. My wife and I will never forget meeting our new ambassador to Nepal, Arthur Kellas, and his wife driving through Iran to their new post in 1968. And since then I have visited many times with parliamentary delegations and of course to attend college meetings. I also had the opportunity of meeting Prime Minister Oli during his 2019 visit to London. The UK and Nepal have had a long and historic association, and I'm delighted that our aid and development programme, one of the largest in the world, apart from its project commitments to sectors like clean water and reforestation, the UK also seeks to promote stability, good governance and human rights, and it's worked closely with both government and parliament in recent years. My personal experience has been working with NGOs, of whom there are many in Nepal, who reach the poorest and the most inaccessible communities, such as the Khmer and the Adivasis. Global warming has been on everyone's mind this month because of the Glasgow summit, and I know that young people in Nepal, like you, already understand much better than I what is happening to our planet. All I can dare to say to you is that any of us who have the good fortune to be well fed and housed should not only support those who have not had those advantages, but should also live a more simple life themselves, eat healthily and save on fuel and anything that contributes to a carbon-free and pollution-free atmosphere. I'm certain that everyone who understands global warming will play their part and not expect governments to cope with it alone. And this is illustrated by a marvellous new photographic exhibition in London in the Science Museum about the Amazon, which shows that indigenous people who live in the forest, have a much greater understanding of what must not be done and how their world could be a much better place without outside interference and exploitation. I'm grateful to be digitally connected today, saving on airline fuel perhaps, but of course I am disappointed that we cannot join your celebration in person. For nearly 2 years, the terrible COVID pandemic has blighted our family lives in both countries. I can imagine that everyone here has suffered, either directly themselves or through their family and friends. So may I send my sympathies to anyone in the college who has suffered losses or illness. I do also recognise that while vaccinations have been widely available in the UK, not everyone in India or Nepal, especially in the villages, is receiving regular vaccines. And our government has been urged by parliamentarians like me to provide more direct assistance with vaccines and oxygen, and I hope the situation is improving. May I encourage you to take an interest in politics? I would say that, wouldn't I? Because I've been involved in politics for 26 years. I know that there are many, many political parties in Nepal and that coalitions are never easy. But there has to be a restraint on political power, and too many prime ministers around the world are abusing that power and remaining in office beyond their term. It is sometimes confusing to decide which party to support. But as in the UK, you have 3 or 4 larger experienced parties and some very good, honest politicians in them. So I hope you will give them a chance to secure your vote. But of course, your main preoccupation now will be to find work. And I know that the college brings real educational benefits, not least the opportunity of obtaining a UK degree and therefore, with luck and skill, a good job beyond that. I'm proud to know and to work for a college with such a good reputation. So may I wish you all good health, convalescence, and peaceful transition to a rewarding life in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Sandwich. We will now hear from Dr. Arjun Kumar Kaki, Advisor of the British College, Chief Executive Officer of Rural Reconstruction Nepal, RRN, and former Ambassador of Nepal to the United States of America. Dr. Kaki has more than 20 years of experience in non-government organizations and international relations, as well as development cooperation. He has a strong educational background, including qualifications from Harvard Law School, and we're very pleased to have him here with us in person today. So please welcome Dr. Arjun Kaki.
Thank you, Jessica. Distinguished guests, Board of Directors, guardians, teachers, and all the graduating students, a very good morning to you all. I'm very pleased and honored to join you this morning. I would like to give my sincere thanks to the British College for having me as a guest speaker in this commencement ceremony. It has also been my honor to serve in an advisory role since its establishment. I can see pride and happiness glimmering in the eyes of the graduates, your guardians and teachers. All of you have paved the path to this day. You should be immensely proud of yourself. I would like to congratulate you all for this accomplishment, especially in the midst of a pandemic. Your obstacles have been unique, and accordingly, you should receive special commendation for making it through a rite of passage that is already quite challenging on its own. Hats off to your determination and hard work and achievements. Dear graduating student, you are fortunate that you are graduating from an institute that has prepared you, shaped you in a different way. Education improves one's knowledge, skills, and develops your characters. After you educate yourself, you will educate your family. After family, you will educate society. And after society, you will educate your nation. This is how you can change the world. The world today is an open forum for passionate individuals. And you should remember that it is about cura personalis, care for the whole person that you are. And in my heart of hearts, I would like to believe that all of you look forward to a life of integrity and contribution. I hope that what you do serve yourself, your family, your community, and even humanity at large. I think that all of us need to carry that torch inside us about the kind of impact we want to make. Dear students, guardians, and distinguished guests, I hope this year of yours at the British College have been meaningful and that you look back on this time and see growth and learning. I hope these years have sharpened you for tomorrow. As you bid goodbye to this college and move ahead, you will have amazing opportunities in the next phase of your life. You will meet new people from different countries and cultures, people that have different values and backgrounds. I hope you take those opportunities to build friendship and understanding. Dear students, I like to look across at your students and think that because you have it better than I did, your parents and most people of our generation, that you will also become better than us. I hope that you are kinder than us, more well-traveled. I hope you will build healthier families. I grew up in an extremely rural part of Nepal, in Tumlingtar, Sangkhwa Sabha district. My village got connected to roadways when my children had almost finished their high school. I went to a college in district called Lomjung and Chittagong. I came to Kathmandu only after I finished my undergrad. And then I went on to do my master's and PhD in the UK. And I have been lucky enough to work all over Africa, Latin America, North America, Asia, and I visited more than 120 countries in my career. I feel like greatness is much more within your grasp than it was for me and my generation of Nepali people. I learned the English alphabet for the first time when I was 13 years old. I expect much more from all of you. However, if I can give you one all-important piece of advice, it would be advising you balance. I work 16, 18-hour days, and I have, for as long as I can remember. But I can tell you that that is not the only way to success. In fact, if you don't take care of yourself, your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs, if you don't start cultivating those parts of yourself from an early age, it gets harder and harder as you get older and become old like me. And believe me, I was nearly too old when I started to gain this wisdom. Hard work is somewhat easy. You find something that drives you, that you feel passionate about. There is a world full of opportunity for that. Yes, find your passion and drive yourself on that path. But remember that success is meaningless and you will quickly lose motivation if you are not happy, healthy, and self-reflective. I remember when I was your age, I was so intimidated by the world. I felt like if I don't rush and forget about my needs, that the world would pass me by. The world today is much more competitive for young people like you, and it is much harder for youth to make a living and have their needs represented in society and in politics. I think that far from forcing yourself to burn out or be harsh towards your self-esteem, today's reality and challenges can only be met if you do not give into the commodification of your humanity, least of all by yourself. Find your passion and work on it. You will be successful, but you cannot enjoy it without a sound body and mind, without meaningful relationship cura personalis, care for the whole person. I wish you good luck on your journey moving forward. And I hope to read and hear about all of the wonderful things you will achieve in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Karki. We will now welcome Professor Steve West, CBE, the Vice-Chancellor, President, and CEO of the University of the West of England, Bristol. He is also the President of Universities UK and Chair of the UUK Mental Health. He's Chair of the West of England Academic Health Science Network and Non-Executive Director for the University Hospitals Bristol NHS Foundation Trust. He received a CBE in 2017 for services to higher education and has sent us a video message from the UK. So please welcome Professor Steve West.
And here in Bristol, I'm delighted to be with you here today. My name is Professor Steve West and I'm the Vice-Chancellor and President of the university. And normally I would have been with you on these great celebrations, but because of COVID, things have changed. So I'm delighted to be here to congratulate you all on the fantastic achievements on getting your degrees. These days are always important, and I want you to celebrate with your families and your friends and loved ones because these days are very, very special. This year's been quite difficult for you all. COVID-19 has had a global impact, but you've done it. You've succeeded. We're here to celebrate your achievements. So well done. Now, in thinking about the journey that you've been on, of course, not just this year, but for many years, you've been supported by fantastic staff. You've been supported by academics, professional and technical service people, all of whom have been concentrating on ensuring you succeed. But of course, you've also been supported by your families. And I want you to say a big thank you to everybody, your family, your friends, who've been with you every step of the way. This degree is as much about you and them working together. So celebrate together. Now, as you think about the future, I'm sure some of you are wondering, well, what does the future hold? Well, what I can tell you is your degrees are going to be worth a huge amount as you transfer your knowledge into the workplace. I want you to go into the world assured and confident that you have the knowledge and skills that employers are looking for. COVID-19 has taught us that critical thinking, analysis, and the ability to be agile is the only way forward. And you've got the skills. Your challenge is now to use them. So think about your futures now. You're at the start of your professional careers, and I want you to make the most of it. You can be assured that you do have the knowledge and skills that you need. So today is a celebration. I want to say a big thank you to you. We're incredibly proud of the work that you've done, but also the partners that we work with. All of the partnerships across the world are incredibly important to this university. So where you've been studying is really important in terms of our global expansion and partnerships. We learn together as a community. You're joining an alumni of well over 174 countries. And we want to be there with you as you develop your careers. So please stay in touch with us. But most important of all, make the most of your degree. Use your knowledge and skills wisely and help make the world a better place than perhaps you found it. But most of all, please use today to celebrate and to say thank you to your family, your friends, your loved ones, but also to the staff who've supported you. This is your day, and we are privileged to be here to celebrate it with you. So good luck in your future. Stay in touch with us and ensure that you are the best that you can be throughout your travels. And make sure that you do the best that you can to support the development of not just yourselves, but other people around you. On behalf of the entire university, congratulations. This is your day, and you really deserve all of the accolades and celebration. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. This marks the official beginning of the graduation ceremony of the British College. So to begin proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Prajwal Shrestha, Academic Research Leader, to lead the awards for MIBM, which will be conferred by the Associate Dean of Academics, Arun Joshi.
Thank you, Jessica. Good morning and namaste. I have the honor to present to you the graduates of Masters of Science in International Business Management program from the University of the West of England. I'd like to invite Mr. Arunlal Joshi, Associate Dean Academics, to confer the awards. Now I'll call upon the names of the graduates. Dikshant Singh Gurung. Monica Kaisten. Prakriti Shrestha. Ravin Byanjankar. Last but not the least, Siddhartha Bhakti Shrestha. That concludes the presentation of awards for MSc International Business Management. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations to all MIBM students. And I will now invite Mr. Siddhartha Shrestha, a student from MIBM, for his address. One student speech. And then
Good morning, respected guests, graduating students, friends and family, teachers and faculty, and everyone present here today. It is a great honor to be standing here addressing you all on the wonderful occasion of our graduation. The first day of our lives as a part of the British College family back in 2019, when we had just started our MIBM course, does not seem all that long ago, but it is already time for each of us to step ahead into the next chapter of our respective lives. As a part of the British College family, we were fortunate enough to have a warm and nurturing environment to learn, grow, and develop, surrounded by amazing mentors, teachers, friends, and faculty. And I'm sure the feeling is mutual for the entire graduating class of 2021. The years spent here were not only valuable in terms of learning experience, but also in terms of personal growth and development, thanks to the brilliant approach to learning provided by the courses and our mentors. During and post-pandemic, it is fair to say that we had our fair share of challenges and obstacles, but we managed to tackle them all with grace and help. Thanks to the tremendous effort from the entire faculty and the entire student body, we are all here graduating today. Life goes on, and we will be sure to face many daunting obstacles in the future, and our time here has helped us become more capable as individuals to overcome these obstacles. And when those moments inevitably come, we will be ready to face them head on and hold our hands up in triumph. So let us all end this chapter of our lives with smiles on our faces, optimism in our minds, and hope in our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddhartha. I would now like to invite Mr. Saurav Satyal, BBA Program Leader, to lead the conferment of awards for BBA graduates.
Thank you, Jessica. Good afternoon and namaste. I have the honor to present graduates from Bachelor's of Business Administration, BBA Honors. I would like to invite Associate Dean Academics, Mr. Arun Joshi, to confer the awards. Now, I would like to call upon the name of the graduates. Akriti Casey, Arti Gurung, Ashish Limbulauti, Abhishek Pratap Shah, Akemi Barwal, Alisha Shrestha, Alka Giri, Amisha Kapri, Anil Adhikari, Anu Chaudhary, Anu Casey, First Class Honours, Ashish Basnet, Ashish Shahi, Avash Shakya, First Class Honours, Diksha Roniar, Florida Mahajan, First Class Honours, Ishika Silwal, Jayesh Kothari, Jenny Shrestha, Kajol Thamang, Karina Busal, Kevin Joseph Basnet Gurung, First Class Honours, Meghna Lakandri, Meenush Gongal, Namrata Adhikari, First Class Honours, Nihal Thakur, Niranjan Kumar Shah, Nirmala Neupane, First Class Honours, Pooja Shakya, Praveen Shrestha, Prakash Regmi, Prakriti Shakya, First Class Honours, Priyanka Joshi, Rahul Das Bania, Rahul Parekh, First Class Honours, Ryan Kasaju, Romika Bansal, First Class Honours, Samrat Rai, Sanam Shrestha, Sanchita Aryal, Sandhya Paudel, First Class Honours, Sangya Biswakarma, Sanima Dangol, Sarthak Bista, Shalin Pokhrel, First Class Honors, Sibesh Sapkota, Shravana Shakya, Shreya Thapa, First Class Honors, Su Zhao, First Class Honors, Simran Pia, Sudeep Bhatrai, Sujan Shahi, First Class Honors, Supriya Raj Bhandari, Suvarna Thamang, First Class Honors, Tushar Bhogati, Utsav Tuladar, I would also like you to congratulate Aarti Gurung on First Class Honors and Akimi Bartual for First Class Honors as well. That concludes the presentation of the awards for Bachelors of Business Administration BBA Honors. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you.
Congratulations to all BBA students. We can definitely feel the excitement in the room now. Noticed even a few maybe wanted to throw their hats off in celebration. Maybe a good photo opportunity outside. So I will now invite Ms. Namrata Adhikari, a student from BBA, for her address.
Hello and namaste to all the faculty, friends, family, and the graduating class of 2021. It is my great honor today to stand up here and speak on behalf of my incredible class. However, summarizing our entire 4 years experience in this few minutes is going to be a huge challenge. I must say, even more challenging than doing my dissertation. But if I must give you a gist of it, then in the words of Charles Dickens, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. From receiving awards and recognition in the classrooms to meeting hectic deadlines, reading endless papers, group assignments, and lots of after-class sessions in the library, truly, we have tirelessly fought to better ourselves each day. All along the way, we have all seen our fair share of hardships, achievements, and lived our own personal journey. But it wasn't enough, because hurdles come in many forms and often when least expected. And just like that, to add on to our never-ending challenge, COVID-19 came to test all of us. It certainly did feel hollow, but our commitment to ourselves to achieve the goals that we desired was of immense significance, for which we carried on. As a result, even in the face of adversity, we have learned to never give up. We have learned to enjoy the different phases of life and embrace every victory and defeat. We have endured, overcome every challenges, and now are better prepared for our future. For that, I am proud of each one of us. So yes, today may not be the celebration that we precisely imagined or anticipated, but today is still the day we celebrate ourselves and our hard work and dedication. Today is the day we celebrate the end of the many new beginnings to come. And now, as we enter this new chapter of our lives with a wiser understanding of who we are meant to be and who we will become, I urge the class of 2021 to always embrace who you are despite your circumstances and gather around those who lift you up, just like TBC and my fellow graduates did for me. Having said that, I shouldn't forget to mention that we would not have achieved all that we have today without the guidance and the support of all the strong individuals present here in this room today. Hence, I, Namrata Adhikari, on behalf of the entire class of 2021, would like to thank our amazing and inspiring faculty members for providing us a once-in-a-lifetime learning opportunity. We have all learned not just lessons in class, but lessons that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. Thank you to all the amazing families for always believing in us and blessing us with your presence in today's ceremony. And finally, thank you to all my friends and classmates for an amazing time and wonderful memories. You will all be forever loved and missed. With this, now I finally wave goodbye to those times with a mind full of knowledge, a heart full of gratitude, and unforgettable memories. Congratulations once again to all the graduates, and wish you all more success and more accomplishments in the future. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Namrata, for your beautiful address. We will now hear from Mr. Michael Rutland, advisor of the British College. Throughout Mr. Rutland's career in education and the military, he taught the future fourth king of Bhutan and worked as a consultant for the United Nations Agency. Since his retirement from teaching, he has been awarded an OBE by Queen Elizabeth II for services to British-Bhutan relations, and he also holds the Bhutan Coronation Gold Medal. He has made over 160 educational television programs for Bhutan and has sent us a video message to watch today. So please welcome Mr. Michael Rutland.
Greetings to all the new graduates, to all the parents, and to all the faculty of the British College, Kathmandu. This is the second year when I have to give you a message of good wishes virtually, electronically, on the television screen. We never dreamt when I spoke to you last year that even a year later we would still be suffering enormous problems due to the coronavirus. It's brought sadness to many families. It's brought economic problems to many, many people. It's brought hardship all around the world. But I would like you to remember an old British proverb which says, every cloud has a silver lining. It's all too easy to think about and to talk about and to be weighed down by the problems of coronavirus. But we should remember, look for the silver lining. The coronavirus has caused us to think anew about many things we had taken for granted in our lives. And thinking anew, thinking new thoughts, thinking imaginatively, they are qualities which I hope you will have learned from your studies in the British College. We need to think imaginatively. We need to look for some benefits which come to us as a result of coronavirus. One, for example, is the fact that many, many meetings can be held virtually. I've had Zoom meetings with 145 people from all over the world, which would have been totally impossible before the idea of Zoom meetings became normal. The amount of air travel has diminished. Whilst that is very hard for the airline industry, it is, on the other hand, very good for environmental conservation. And you'll be aware that COP26 is going on in the United Kingdom, in Scotland, at this very moment. And there are advocates very strongly saying we should diminish our amount of air travel. COVID has forced us to do that. I cannot be with you in person in Kathmandu this afternoon because air flights between Bhutan, where I am now, and Kathmandu have ceased because of the COVID situation. So what I'd ask you to do is to use all the skills and knowledge you have developed through your time at the British College in order to take a new look at the world and at life and how we do things. And as a result of the constraints and the problems caused by coronavirus, I'd like you to look for the silver lining and to think about doing things in different ways, doing different things, breaking out of the old mold of this is how we've always done it. Think afresh, think original ideas, use your British College education to help you do that in the future. And I would like to wish all the very best of luck to all you new graduates. And as always, every year I speak to you, I say many thanks to your parents too, who have brought you this far on the great road of life. Very best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Michael. We will now hear from Professor Jean Key, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Leeds Beckett University. Jean has a wealth of experience in the education industry, including working as the Dean of Education at Roehampton University in London and acting as the Assistant Director and Head of International Strategy at the UK Higher Education Academy. In 2013, she joined the University of the West of Scotland as Pro-Vice-Chancellor International, and in 2016 started as Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Global Engagement at Leeds Beckett University. So please welcome via video link Professor Jean Key.
Hello, my name is Professor Jean Key, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Global Engagement at Leeds Beckett University. I would like to congratulate you on your graduation. We know how hard you've worked to accomplish these results, and you should be very proud of your well-deserved achievements. You're now part of a growing Leeds Beckett University global community, joining our alumni from more than 150 countries around the world. As part of our global community, you will have access to Beckett Connect, a platform for alumni to stay connected and network with each other after graduation. Please sign up to this platform to stay in touch. Many congratulations and best wishes for your future success.
Thank you, Jean. I would now like to invite Ms. Sunita Busnett, PGBM Program Leader, to lead the awards for MBA and EMBA, which will be conferred by Rajan Kendall.
Thank you, Jessica. Good afternoon, everybody. I have the honor to present you to the graduates of Masters of Business Administration Executive and Masters of Business Administration graduate of Leeds Beckett University. I would like to invite Mr. Rajan Kendall, CEO of the British College, to confer the awards. Now, I'll call upon the names of the graduates, starting from Masters of Business Administration Executive. Ayush Amate, Cecil Shake, starting from Masters of Business Administration graduate, Aman Narottam Singh, Anamika Nehure, Anil Upreti, Anish Krishna Shrestha, Anita BC, Anjita Tangana, Anjura Mittal, Anu Wadwan, Arju Sharma, Asham Shah Thapa, Abhishek Pandey, Barsha Singh, Bhavna Kalwani, Vijay Pradhan, Vikalpa Prasad Chaudhary, Chaitanya Mishra, Gagan Shrestha, Charana Paudil, Keshav Rao, Kunal Gautam, Kunal Rai, Lisha Shrestha Karji, Mahima Hada, Manisha Polykhel, Nasreen Bazasari, Nilima Gongal, Nihish Maharjan, Neil Bikram Shahi, Neva Tamrakar, Pravina Dungana, Prajwal Thapa, Prasam Shah Sunuwar, Princey Agrawal, Priyanka Agrawal Distinction, Rabina Thapa, Rahul Krishna Kharel, Raz Dangol, Rasana Shrestha, Rebecca Shake, Reshma Karki, Rujal Badi, Sabine Shrestha, Sajja Shake, Sameep Pokhrel, Samridha Bahadur Nechan, Samridha Newpani, Sanjeev Silwal, Sapshon Maharjan, Saroj Mahato, Sayush Tamrakar, Shrishti Adhikari, Distinction, Shrishti Giri, Shulabh Shrestha, Sneha Karna, Shubham Baid, Sujata Mato, Sulabh Tungana, Supriya Pandey, Sushmita Koirala, Tenjing Samdo Bajachari, distinction, Uddhav Kumar Gupta, Uruja Shrestha, Thank you, Rajan sir. That concludes the presentation of awards for MBA Executive and MBA Graduate of the Leeds Beckett University. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations to all MBA and EMBA graduates. I would now like to invite Ms. Anamika Nehure, a student from MBA graduate, to give her address.
Respected keynote speaker, board of directors, faculty, parents, and my dear batchmates, a very good afternoon to you all. I, Anamika Nehure, am representing the batch of 2021 Masters in Business Administration. It's quite challenging to summarize 2 years of experience in a few minutes, but I'll try my best. Now, when I look around, it amazes me how fast this time period flew by and how this institution, where every one of us has grown professionally and personally, has made us well equipped with possible skill sets for life beyond. The British College has been instrumental in this process, leaving us with a greater reserve of knowledge. We were completing our master amidst chaos, where everything was so turbulent. However, this never stopped the MBA faculty and student service department to make the transition smooth and efficient. I would like to take this opportunity to thank some of our faculty who has guided us to become extraordinary researchers and managers while helping us on the journey to understand ourselves better. Neha ma'am's stories and valuable life lessons, Susil sir's canteen golf, Rajendra sir's addictive ha-ha-ha laugh, Pawan sir, who taught us the importance of self-study and growth, Prajwal sir's face-to-face team meetings that would go on for hours until we found the perfect title for our project, Sajid sir, who was a friend in the form of a teacher. Finally, how can we forget our very own Sunta miss, who has been She has been one of the most influential people, especially for me. She literally was only a mail away all this time, and her lessons were not just about management, but also about life and perception. This experience wouldn't have been this memorable and unforgettable without you. You amazing bunch of people whom I am lucky enough to call my classmates. Our class was one of a kind. Nihal's love for Rajesh Dai, Raj, हामी यस्तै त हो नि bro, and his swag. Arzu and Anjita's addictive laughs. Shrishti forever being the organizer of our trips. Anil, our unanimous symbol of ultimate lateness. Anu being a sight to behold every morning. Bivav saving us from all those awkward silences. Rahul and Candy's constant banter in classes. And oh yes, if anyone is in need of investment, make sure you contact our investor, Radhe. So many memories to sum up our awesome time together. Hangouts at Morich, impromptu trips, parties, canteens, awesome sandwich, first day, first show at movies, our legendary Viver group, and so much more. A special shout out to my friends like family who made my MBA journey an overwhelmingly beautiful journey. Lisa, Arzu, Anil, Raj, Rahul, and Candy. Cheers to you guys. The British College has not only given me a degree, but also experiences and connections that I will rejoice for a lifetime. A final and the most important thanks to all the parents who believed in their child and made sure that they had the best educational environment. We wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for you. How amazing would it have been to know that we are in the good old days before we have actually left them. Now we are all here bidding a farewell not just to this institute and faculty, but to all those moments we enjoyed as a family. These moments created in this journey will forever remain in a special corner of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Anamika. I would now like to invite Yamal Chandra Rajbandari, the Associate Dean of Quality and Student Services, to give the vote of thanks. Yamal obtained his Masters of Science from the University of Iowa and Bachelor of Arts from Grinnell College in the US. Since then, he has had a number of senior positions at institutions in Nepal, including working for almost 2 decades as the Deputy Executive Director of the Fulbright Commission, UCEF Nepal, and the UN. So please welcome Yamal Chandra Rajbandari.
So my thanks goes to our CEO and founder, Mr. Rajan Kadel, and also our principal, Professor Mary Bishop, and all the advisors taking part from the UK, and they gave very nice presentations on video. So they all came, and then the names are, their names are Honorable Richard John Montagu and Dr. Arjun Karki here with us, and then also Master Michael Rutland. And there were a couple of vice chancellors from our partner universities, particularly Professor Steve West and then Professor Jean Key. So they were here and they gave very nice messages. So totally thank you very much to all of them. And this program would not have been successful the hard work done by our British, the hard work done by the British College faculty and friends and staff, and then the hard work done by the people who are working right here. And then finally, I would also like to say thanks to the teachers who taught all the people here, because of their hard work in teaching. I guess the students wouldn't have graduated. And then I would also like to say thanks to the parents and the family members for their good support. And then finally, particularly the most thankful of thanks definitely goes to you for being the graduates. Oh, thank you very much. Take care. Good luck.
Thank you, Yamal. We would now like to present a token of thanks to Dr. Arjun Karki, which will be presented by Rajan Kendall. Thank you, Rajan, and thank you, Dr. Arjun Kaki. So now we'll be having our photo session. So I'll be inviting each of the graduating schools to come onto the stage. So I'll call you in groups. So group 1 will be MIBM. So if MIBM students can please come to the stage. So please find your seats. Group 2 is MBA, so please, which is quite a large group. So MBA students. So due to the large numbers, we're breaking into smaller groups. So make sure the smaller people are at the front, taller at the behind. Okay, so we'll get you to come on stage in your batch-wise. So it's 2019? September 2019, right? September 2019 MBA students will have first. So please, once the photo has been taken, take a seat again in your respective places. Thank you, MBA and EMBA students. We will now be having a photo session for BBA students. So Rohit sir, I think, is helping organize that. So first two rows will come up to the stage for the photo. It might be a bit easier to organize. Thank you everyone for your participation in this photo session. Slight complications we got there. So some closing words. Graduates, parents and guests, before we close, please join me in once again congratulating all those who have graduated and all those who have contributed to the organization of the ceremony today. I now declare the formal proceedings closed. Please rise for the academic procession and remain standing until the procession has left the hall. You may then please make your way outside where lunch is being served. Thank you once again for being a part of this wonderful day.